Hello, everybody. I'm a few minutes late. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm a few minutes late. I apologize. It's raining cats and dogs here, and I actually had to go into the cats building and check on the kiddos. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I was finally able to get subscribers mode only, so we won't have any eavesdroppers. Welcome, everybody.
Steven, is that your new book? Yeah! Look at this! I'm giving this book away this Sunday.
All these commercials. Hello, hello, hello. I'll have a little bit of music, copyright-free music on until I see some people. I see 4 people are in. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Hello from Pensacola, Rubia. Welcome. How's the weather there? Welcome, welcome. I'm a few minutes late. It's windy. Yeah, I hear the weather is pretty bad across the country. One of the YouTube creators in Eastern Tennessee said that they've got a lot of rain and winds there. I've got a ton of rain here. Lots of rain. I'm a few minutes late. I was in the cats building, vacuuming and cleaning up after them. And right now I've got a couple of raccoons on the porch that are fighting over the food dish. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm a few minutes late because I was inside the cats building cleaning up, and it's raining here, so just everything takes me a lot longer in the rain. So we'll get started in a few minutes. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, leave a comment in the box there. So much going on in the news lately. It's hard to keep up with it all. There's so many food recalls also. Now I'm going to
Thank you. But
there is something new on the news here. 1 second. Let me emergency. Multiple towns just wiped off the map 58 seconds ago. Let's see here.
This is big breaking
This
news.
is Patrick Humphrey.
Multiple towns inside the United States have been wiped off the map in the past 24 hours. We are seeing devastation from fires, right? We're seeing over 140 fires break out at once in one state, and we are seeing entire communities and towns devastated and destroyed.
Hi,
We're
Cheryl.
also seeing
Welcome.
devastating tornadoes outbreak today as well too, destroying entire towns. This is a
Welcome,
live
welcome.
situation. This is happening on Saturday, and we're gonna get into all the details really quick, guys. Please hit that like and that subscribe.
So this is multiple towns just wiped off the map. We've got tornadoes across the country. Lots of rain going on here. Hi, 1-2. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I was about 15 minutes late. I was inside the Cats building, and it's raining here, and it's just taking me a little bit longer to get stuff done. I had a couple of unexpected phone calls tonight, too, that kind of took up some time. I'm not sure if you remember, I mentioned a woman named Jessica. She's being held against her will in Alabama in a mental hospital. Basically, because she was wearing shielding at her mother's house, and her mother had the audacity to call. Yeah, the tornadoes are they're a little further north. Yeah, we get a lot of rain here. Like when it rains, it really rains. So we've got a lot of rain right now. And the ground was very dry for a while. We had all that snow, and then it melted. The ground was like squishy whooshy, and then we had no rain, so the ground got really hard. And now we've got the rain coming. The weather's just so unpredictable. It's like there's no safe state to live in anymore. Like I heard, like in some part of North Texas, the weather was really bad. And the way I see it is that all of this weather, the bad weather that we're having, it's manipulated. It's not, some random act. It's all being carefully orchestrated, unfortunately. I mean, even the weather here. I mean, what's the likelihood of the judge ditching the ditch line on my property when they haven't done it for 6 years, and then we suddenly get all this torrential rain? Yeah, it's all manipulated. Yes, yes. What's happening with Jessica, just so you know, Jessica Thomaston is a 36-year-old PhD chemist. She's also a targeted person. She was living in California, did a lot of research and stuff, decides she's going to go back home to Alabama, stay in her mother's house. Her mother accepts her. And Jessica is, a targeted person, so she started putting up some shielding and stuff. Well, her narcissist mother, who's always been jealous of her, decided rather than have a conversation with Jessica about it, she decided to just call a mental health facility to come and confiscate her. And she's been in there for 7.5 months, almost 8 months. And of course, you know the way the system is. She doesn't have insurance. So, which baffles the mind that they're even keeping her there as long when they're not going to be paid. But her mother has pretty much signed off on her. But what I found out today, is that her mother did the same thing to the grandmother. So this is a pattern of disgusting behavior. When the mother doesn't want to deal with something, this is what she does. Imagine doing this to your own child. I can't even. So we've got a couple of advocates on her behalf that we've contacted. I won't go into detail on it now. Also, the powers that be and stuff. We don't need them to know everything. But so there are a couple of advocates. Unfortunately, the judge, this disgusting judge, and this doctor at the hospital keeps falsifying information. Very, it's psychiatric fraud. So that's all the progress we have now. There are a lot more people that are involved in trying to get her out than there were before. I contacted the legal department of the hospital, and they called me back right away. I responded to them, and then I have not heard back from them. Yeah, her mom is a narcissist, and Jessica says her mom is a covert narcissist, that when anything becomes a little inconvenient for her, this is the way she responds. And Jessica says her mom's been jealous of her ever since she got her PhD. So, in addition, and Jessica is so sweet. She's just a very sweet woman. This should not be happening to her. So, it's ridiculous. And her disgusting doctor, Dr. Sanjay K. Singh, Singh. Oh, yes, narcissistic injury usually starts all of this. Absolutely, the targeting. Of course, you hurt their feelings. You hurt their feelings. Oh, you pissed somebody off. Like, do you have any idea how many people have pissed me off in my lifetime? So many people have pissed me off. What am I going to do? Call like my best friend who's got a best friend who's a cop, and get somebody on a list? I mean, how juvenile is that? How, yeah, butthurt. Yeah. Well, yes. Well, I don't know if you watch any of these police auditor videos on YouTube. There's so many of them. But half of the time, somebody's going to get arrested just because you insult a cop. If you say no to them, if you don't kowtow to them, you hurt their feelings, they'll just conjure up some fake crime to arrest you, say that you're under investigation. No, you're not free to go, if you, like one guy gave the cop a middle finger and he got arrested. I mean, I mean, stupid stuff like that. So instead of fighting some real crime, right? If you insult a narcissist, I mean, it's absolutely absurd. I don't know. I'm too old for this. Like, we used to talk things out, and if you couldn't talk it out, you just ignore each other. Not today. We've got a secret program. that a bunch of narcissists profit off of, psychopaths profit off of. It's a revenge for hire program. And actually, since having my YouTube channel, there are now 6, I've counted 6, there might be more, women who divorced either a cop or a military guy that got placed in the program. So yeah, they all know what the program's about. All the cops, all the military, they're all in on it. They know what's going on. It's their secret covert of a lucrative side hustle. Please remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. You know, when you're coming in, hit the thumbs up. That would be helpful. Let me just see which ones of these towns have disappeared from the map here. 1 second.
I'm posting multiple. Please hit that like. Confirmed over 50 homes at least, and the number is rising, have been destroyed from these fires, right? 130 different, quote, wildfires. How are these wildfires 130?
That's crazy.
That is insane. That is
130 wildfires?
Right? There's no way that this is
in
just
March.
And these fires are wild.
It's
These
because of it's the full moon. It's the eclipse.
130. Insane what's happening in Oklahoma. And
oh, it's in Oklahoma.
Has been completely devastated, right? There's been over 112 injuries reported as well, too, related to the wildfires.
Yeah, military's involved. That, you know, I used to be of the misguided belief that the military was on our side, but they're order takers. And they take orders from people who pay their salaries. So they're order takers literally for the elite. That's who they work for. They don't work for the American people, which is unfortunate. I'm just going to step away for 1 minute. I have to lock my door here. Hi, girlie. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Hi, con artist. Welcome, welcome. I was 15 minutes late this evening. It's raining cats and dogs here. And there's so much going on in the news. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Let's see. These guys like to use a Photoshop template with license plates and print them on paper with a removable back to stick over the real plate. Oh, well, that's interesting. Hi, con artists. Yeah, I mean, that's really interesting because they do change their license plates. Do you ever use the license plate lookup feature online? You could find out like the make and model and year of the vehicle. Oh, they use your mom's initials and birth date, for example. Well, what I noticed is one of the local perps has my area code 732. Yeah, there's so much going on in the news, like with the weather, there are tornadoes and fires, and I mean, it's just absolutely absurd what's like. I'm reading here some of the YouTube news here. YouTuber Desert Drifter dead at age 36. And then let's see. The Disturbing Illusion writes here, everybody missed this. Trump reveals who really controls the presidents and the country. And I just got, let me see this. Richard Moore, USA GSA, uploaded something about a taser isn't going to work. Let's see what this is.
I started like that. 21 guns.
It's like every day when I sign on to read the news, it's just always getting worse. There's like nothing that's improving. I think I'm going to read a little bit more from that, that 18-year-old's manual, the Gang Stalker Survival Understanding Gang Stalking Guide. They try to get a response from you, of course. Yes, they try to get all kinds of responses, like opening up my mailbox today and finding a wasp in there. Like, how would it get there by itself? Hi, Billy. Welcome. Yeah, I have a lot of heavy rain here, so don't be surprised if it flickers or something. The rain is very, very heavy. You probably hear the rain in the back. The rain is very heavy. Like I can hear it. I can hear it sitting here. Oh, is it static? I don't hear any static, but there's definitely rain. Oh, when I speak? Oh, that's got to be intentional. That has to be deliberate. But I got something around my neck that's jiggling too. Let me just take it off. I've got my keys here. These these fuckers, I'm just gonna say it flat out. They're really destroying my house, my property, etc. I just noticed I had to repair the door that they ruined, my front door, and now my interior door. I just noticed that they have totally scraped it on the inside. Use some kind of a black something to cause these lines. They use some kind of a heat gun inside my cat's building. It's intermittent. Yeah, well, they don't want me to speak, and also it is raining, so I don't know if that's anything to do with it. I don't hear anything on my end. These people are so. I didn't realize it. I mean, how evil people could be. Oh, you have 7 siblings? Wow. It's worse now. Hi, Fred. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Remember to hit the thumbs up and everybody. This time when I started the live, I was able to hit the subscribers only mode. Last week, it didn't even exist. Yes, the real estate mobbing is a portion of the stalking. It never dawned on me at the start, but now it's come into focus years later. Yes, exactly. Hi, Matson Miles. Welcome, welcome. See, the thing is, real estate mobbing is something that people will pick up. They'll report on it. You know, when you talk about gang stalking and targeting and stuff like that, not everybody wants to interview you about that topic. But the topic of real estate mobbing, because blockbusting was outlawed, I think is something that targeted people who are being mobbed this way can speak out about. Well, your mom had 11 siblings. Wow. Oh, wow, that's a lot of children. Wow, that's a lot of children. Wow. Hi, Mac. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's raining cats and dogs here. All carefully orchestrated. We have like 4 weeks of cover, the property is covered in snow. It finally melts, totally mud because they destroyed everything. Hi, River Bluff. And now it's rain, just all torrential rain. It's sort of like when I moved here, it literally rained for 6 weeks. It rained on and off for 6 weeks. I can't even believe that I got through living in my car with all that rain. Oh, you have a half sister left? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Fake plates, usually printed on neighboring state template in an attempt to throw you off. Well, that's interesting. Oh, really? 13 siblings. I think my grandma, my father's mom, I think they had 8. I think she had 8 children. And if I remember correctly, one or two died back in Italy. I have a warning here. It says, warning, your connection is unstable. Please wait until we retry. So can you still hear me? Okay, good, good. Yeah, that was the same error message that I received last week. Last week, after I kind of stopped talking and allowed you guys to chat amongst yourselves for the next hour, when I came back to the screen, it had the same error message. Okay, good, good. Ugh. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. And Cheryl says, my dad's mom had only 2 boys. Our family bloodline is dead. Ugh. We don't have a lot of children in our family. In fact, most of the women in my family had only 1 child. My cousin had 1, my other cousin had 1, I had 1. Well, I do have cousins that have had 2. Yeah, we do not have a large family. But I'm going to read a little bit more from that Gangstalker survival guide. The 18-year-old. He says, the key of gang stalking, he says, I figured it out. Pay attention. This part is important, for I will give you the 2 keys. Now, he writes, sin. Any internal or external action you do that darkens your soul, lowers your vibrations, and or puts bad vibrations out into the world, and thus weakens your connection with the higher divine lights. It could be a thought, a feeling, physical actions. All of these are actions. It can be a sin against yourself, the world, or both. You punish yourself by sin, not God. God does not punish. He's pure love. God only assists when he's called upon and does not assist much when he's not. Now, at this point, surely you would be asking yourself, why do they waste all this time and money? Why don't they just kill you? They can't kill you. And my second message he writes is, firstly, because they can't kill you. You are divinely protected as long as you continue to walk the path of light, which is the path of wisdom and light and the spirit. As long as you try your best to do good and vibrate high. For we are the sons and daughters of God and carry that divine spark, the divine particles within our DNA. You are promised protection, guidance, and to be provided for. Now you might say, but they're tormenting me. They're hurting me with their energy weapons, and they're hurting my health. They're frying my brain. And I will tell you why this is so. Because of the law of free will. You will see the universal authorities of light beings, the archangels, the galactic federations of light, prime creator, source, mind, will allow They will allow these satanic beings to carry out their plans out of respect for all creatures' free will in order to keep the balance, but will never allow these beings to fulfill their plans. They will never allow these beings to succeed in their plans to take over and destroy the world. This is why humanity has been under the stealth negative ET invasion for so many years. This is why they are gang stalking you rather than just killing you. Because they're allowed to try to stop you, but they will never be able to unless you voluntarily allow them. God will not allow it. The gang stalking agenda is just a wildly desperate attempt to stop something they know that they cannot stop, which is the great awakening and ascension of planet Earth. But they try anyway. Now think about this. The US government, these are not my words, by the way. These are not my words. The CI motherfucking A. These are not my words. I'm reading this from a PDF. The world's most intelligent, super powerful, and wealthy government agency with practically infinite resources capable of even making the most famous and powerful people disappear without much of a peep, have not killed you yet. In 1992, about 801,000 people went missing. In 1993, 860,000 people went missing. In 1997, more than 980,000 people went missing. This cabal has entire armies and miles and miles of weaponry. They have highly trained agents and Marines and a SEAL team, 6 soldiers. They have poisons that can kill you, yet not show up in autopsies. Yet every year, at least more than 500,000 people go missing. And so, of course, if anything happened to you, you would be nothing more than another number on those statistics. So, if they could kill you, they would have. And despite all of this, despite the fact that they're already currently on you, you are still alive. Think about that. Trust me, if killing you would give them the advantage, then they would have already done it. And they would have already taken over the world by now. But I found out that the universe would absolutely never put you in a situation or a challenge that you cannot overcome. It is divine law. It is the same law that guides Jesus until his death when the enemy first overstepped that law. So the only way the enemy can fight back is through deception, manipulation, and weak electromagnetic attacks. Black magic cannot work against he who is filled with wisdom and light. High vibrational electromagnetic energy weapons are the strongest thing that the enemy could possibly use against you, for it is right in between interacting and not interacting with you, thus minimizing their negative karma and interference with your free will. But I say, do not be fooled, for they are still building up their negative karma and making the fires of hell hotter the more they torment they bring upon the world and its inhabitants. They're only fooling themselves, for nothing is hidden from the all-seeing eye of the prime creator. And none of their abominable crimes against creation will go unaccounted for. So be it, and so it is. Amen. So all you have to do is walk with faith, and no man, no woman, no demon or beast or tempest will be able to prevail against you. None at all. Pray and meditate every day for the Holy Spirit to break your shackles and set you free from this energetic bondage. You may buy a book on Psalms, prayers, for the vibrational power within that is good. I recommend the book, The Power of Psalms. If you cannot buy it, you can download it for free online, or even search up certain Psalms online. I do recommend the book, for it has prayers of protection, deliverance from enemies, and to destroy enemies and all those who work against you, prosperity and money, and much more. I recommend Psalm 44 to be rescued from an intolerable situation, as well as Psalms 5 to promote spiritual growth. And yes, you may mostly pray your own prayers. So let me just read what's going on in the chat. Where's the aluminum hat when you need one? Oh, did the audio go completely out? Hi, Mrs. Matson, River Bluff. Can you hear me? You should read Psalms. Those prayers sound like TI prayers. How many here have tinnitus? I do. 24/7. Exactly. It's a frequency. That's exactly right. I guess we call it tinnitus, but it's definitely a frequency. Yes, absolutely. Hi, I'm awake. Welcome. For anybody that just joined, at least the creepy demon voice ain't here tonight. Not yet. I think it was last week. He came in around 47 minutes. But you know, when I first became targeted but not aware of it, I would get the tinnitus and it would stop. You know, it would stop for days. And then I would get a little bit again and then it would stop. The Havana syndrome, yes. But now it's 24/7. Actually, when I moved to Kentucky, it increased. Well, not exactly when I moved here, when I moved into my house. It increased in frequency and pitch, sound. Like, I still feel like if it were really, really quiet, I could probably record it somehow. Okay, that's my alarm going off. I set a whole bunch of alarms. Hi, Tasha. Welcome. I have no idea what that creature is saying. I have no idea. And someone was nice enough to actually record it. I stayed quiet, and the recording's on my channel. So if anybody wants to play around with it, you're welcome to do so. I think it's called the creepy voice recording or something like that. You just type in creepy voice. Welcome, everybody. It's raining pretty hard here. So I started reading. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, you're welcome. I wish I knew how to do a screen sharing when I record videos. I haven't figured it out yet, and it could be also because I've got a really old laptop. Somebody gave me a laptop that they didn't need. It's still wrapped up. I have not had time to unwrap it and try to set it up yet. But my laptop has been interfered with, it's very slow, like even searching the internet. It's all deliberate. These people are so effed up. It's unbelievable. They just scrape the inside of my door. I mean, it's a friggin' metal door. They just totally scrape the inside. They went inside my cat's building and used some kind of a heat gun on the linoleum to cause it to buckle. I could probably use my phone. I have never tried to live stream on my phone. Right now on my laptop. I'm in the laptop. I can use my phone to live record the laptop. Oh, I probably could. I mean, if you hear anything in the background, it is raining very hard. Like you can hear it raining in here. No, River Bluff. That's a good question, though. The question is, do you think the reason they hit you like they do is because of how vocal you are? No, I'm in my house. I'm in my house. No, because they were hitting me hard, but before I ever had a YouTube channel. In fact, there are several reasons I think I'm targeted. I've listed them all, like in my videos and stuff. There's the feral cat cartel. Um, a lot of people have said that I know something that I shouldn't know, but I probably don't know what it is. So what the hell? If I don't know what it is, then leave me alone. Are they afraid I'm going to figure out what it is? Well, there was something that I kind of figured out. I don't know if it's true, so I don't even know if I should mention it, but the feral cat cartel, that biatch that stepped down, and then the new one is now there, who's really a witch. On the one that stepped down, the more I think about it, the more I look at her, the more I think that she's a tranny. I don't know. There's just something about it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, who cares? But these people that start up these big feral cat national nonprofits, they mostly have personality disorders. They're pretty bad. You don't realize how bad they are. Max Guy says, well, lady, there are things that exist but are not visible. But whatever it is, it might visit you, and it is not sleep paralysis. Well, I'm not sure what that means, but there's definitely demonic entities around here. There's a lot of witchcraft going on around here. But I think it has something to do with this area because I believe that they were doing something to the former owner too. But he was definitely divinely protected. Tasha, your mother trustees big into the cat charities and other charities, 501c cover up for their evil and they get tax exempt. You know what? When I started rescuing cats, I really knew nothing about a 501c3. I knew nothing about nonprofits. And then I started getting involved with other rescue groups that do this and learning from them, like because they were doing the TNR, the trap, neuter, return. And I realized how cutthroat, nasty, competitive, bitchy that they are. And this is not an insult to any woman that doesn't have children, but most of these women have never had children. And if you have not had children, you think that you know how to what it feels like to be a mother, what they do to these cats. They take these cats, they will spade, neuter, vaccinate them, ear tip them all at the same time, pull them apart from their kittens because, oh, the kittens are so easy to adopt. And then they'll throw the mother back outside, and inevitably she ends up dying. It's so much worse than you could ever know. They are totally involved in animal trafficking. They are totally involved in stealing other people's animals and selling them, or keeping them for themselves. Or if you have a microchip pet, they have no problem stealing it and re-microchipping it. It's absolutely, and let's not discuss how they will do its trap neuter return project. And sometimes just little Fluffy from down the block was out for the day hanging out with her friends because she's an indoor outdoor cat and gets caught up in the trap neuter return project of the national group who steals your little Fluffy away. And then you wonder why you can never find your cat again because these TNR groups go in and they'll trap your house pet, relocate them, and you'll never see them again. So it causes trauma to the animals. Half of those TNR people don't know what they're doing. Trap, neuter, return, they don't know what they're doing. They have unalived cats during the trapping process. It's just off the charts. It's horrible. And they don't recover them properly. TR is targeted individual. T is TI. You're Mac. You're saying what is TI? There are strays everywhere. Well, there are a lot of reasons for strays. The economy is horrible now. I think during the shutdown, a couple of 4 years ago, people were adopting animals then because they were then home and they had time. But then when the economy got bad, people have been dumping their animals right and left. Like every shelter is overstocked now with animals. Every shelter. And then here, right here, oh, they get good pleasure dumping all kinds of animals here. Pregnant cats, they don't care. Your TI is targeted individual. It could be targeted person, a watch listed person, blacklisted. So I'm going to go back to, please remember to hit the thumbs up also, guys. I'm going to go back to reading. Hi, Paris. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I was reading a black cat. I have no problems with black cats at all. In fact, I here adopted in 2 black cats. The divine law of proportionality. Now, this is written by that 18-year-old targeted guy. This is an important one. In summary, the divine law of proportionality states that the universe will never put you through a hardship or situation of which you cannot overcome. Now, you may be put in a situation in which you cannot immediately overcome or directly solve. You may be in a situation in which all you can do is pray, meditate, and have faith, and even that will be enough, even if the lesson of the hardship. Either way, sooner or later, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. It is an unfailing law and one of my favorite. Remember that the divine laws are as assured as the very laws of physics themselves, maybe even more. You are invulnerable. Yes, you heard me right. You are literally invincible. Due to the law of oneness and the law of attraction, it is impossible to manifest into your life something that does not vibrate in synchronicity with you unless you're on a heroic path that chose to dive into darkness to help others or the universe put you through that darkness so that you may learn a lesson. Your soul, which is really you, has chosen to live through this horrendous monstrosity of a life of a targeted individual because you are on a special path, a special mission, because you are different, because we are the system busters, the way showers. But sadly, most have forgotten their true nature and soul's divine mission and have lost themselves within darkness, but not me. Back to the divine laws. Watch this video and you will understand. You are unvulnerable, baby. You are the Son of God. As long as you continue to choose the light and vibrate high to the best of your ability and walk the righteous path of spirit, nothing can possibly come your way other than exactly what is meant to. If you are the light, no darkness can truly ever step upon you, for we are the sons and daughters of God. Do not get unworthiness syndrome. Truly, you are perfect. You are worthy of all the world's love, protection, abundance, and blessings. Oh, that's interesting, Cheryl. Witches really use white cats, not black. Well, interesting. A white cat showed up on this property. It had black spots, though. The audio again. Hi, Nick. Welcome. All of your orange cats are bad. Oh, I love orange cats. They have personality. So let's see. Let me go back to this. So he goes on to say, now again, this is the 18-year-old who wrote this guide, the Gangstalking Survival Guide. Now as for the law of proportionality, I will explain it more in depth so you can learn how to utilize it in your life for eternal divine protection. Now, you may be asking yourself, when should I just have faith and rely on my angels? And when I do a dangerous heroic act like exposing government corruption, the deep state evil and corruption, and when should I take action and my own proper precaution in order to protect myself? Can I just do whatever heroic act I want and just have faith and expect everything will be fine because the universe and my angels will take care of it all? And my answer is always the same, because of the divine law of proportionality. This law has always kept me safe, and I use it every day for my heroic operations of light. Now for the answer, as it depends. It depends on two main things. The danger level of what you're doing and the only accessible tools at your disposal. For example, let's assume you're doing something good. If you have the ability to protect yourself and you're doing something dangerous, then protect yourself with all your knowledge and tools. If what you're doing isn't very dangerous, but it is good, and you simply don't have the knowledge and tools to protect yourself, then this is when your angels must come in to defend you when you cannot defend yourself. You must just keep walking forward in faith. If you're doing something good that isn't dangerous, then just stay low key and spread the light with your faith, and you will be safe. You don't have to be too cautious. In summary, if you can protect yourself in a dangerous situation, then do. If you can't, then you must try your best and let God do the rest. But either way, stay low key and move slowly. Always burn with the fire of love and faith and do good, and you will be protected. Ultimately, the best protection you can have is divine protection. God will never just do anything for you that you can simply do yourself. If you don't have any other options, then that's when they, your angels, the universe, God, will assist and protect you. This is an example of self-protection when possible. A great example would be Edward Snowden, who leaked the NSA documents. He had a plethora of privacy plus anonymity information and tools, so he utilized all his assets to protect himself when he leaked the documents. That is a perfect example of protection of self when possible. Nick says, believe they are after you because of your intelligence and leadership qualities, and obviously a survivor. If they're after us in the spiritual realm as much as they are boots on the ground, our angels must be busy. Yeah, they're busy for sure. Oh, they're busy around here. They pay these criminals to be on my property 24/7, and I'm so glad that they're hanging out in the rain right now. No, they're probably sitting in one of my buildings because they broke in. Oh no, they're really just destroying everything. It's off the charts what they're doing. They're using like heat guns to cause things to ripple, to make things look old. I mean, I'm here like less than 6 years. Everything that I bought here was brand new. My house was new. The Cats building was new. These are all custom made buildings. None of this should be happening to these buildings. And I was even told by Amish people that the former owner built, like he built all of these buildings so solidly. He did such a good job. But these criminals are destroying it. Now, when I was in New Jersey, yeah, it really is an endless topic because there are so many people involved, so many people that are being targeted, so for so many different reasons. It's an octopus. Yeah, these lowlifes can't hide what they've done and continue to do. Exactly. Oh no, they're the lowest level on the totem pole. And the thing is, and Karen Stewart mentioned this. You know, Karen Stewart is the NSA whistleblower, retired NSA analyst. She said that the FBI, I mean, are probably laughing all you know, they concocted a lot of these things because they know how stupid people are. That they give them fake badges and stuff, make them feel like they're special, and they'll do anything that you tell them to do because they think that they're doing something so special. They want to feel special. They get a fake badge or something. Oh, yes, Weeping Willow. Yes. Yes, you know what? I've only been watching her for the last year or so. I do. I have to go back and take a look. Well, you can see it on my channel too. If you go back just 2 years, and I am so glad I have these videos from 2 years ago because you could see how lush it was. And then when I purchased the property, you could see I have all the photos of when I purchased the property. Of course, it was a hot mess. The grass needed to be cut. But I have all the photos of when I purchased this property, what it looked like. No one has heard from Karen in more than a year, about a year. Both of her parents have passed away, unfortunately. We haven't heard from her, but we know that both of her parents died a few months apart. So hi Elsie, hi Casper. Yes, you made it. You made it. Welcome. I was about 15 minutes late this evening because it's raining, and I'm reading that 18-year-old's Gangstalker survival book. I'm picking up where I left off. And I have a splinter in my finger that's driving me crazy. I thought I got it out, but I don't think I got it all out. And it's really weird how I get these splinters and my fingernails start cracking and stuff when they're fine. Like it just happens overnight. These criminals. Hi, Billy. Oh, Karen's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, you should read. You should read some of these. I have all of her flyers. I don't know. She gave them to me a few years ago because she sent me like one or two flyers, and I said, "Oh, these are great." She says, "Well, I have more." I said, "Well, send them all to me." So I have all of her flyers. Yeah, she goes back years. Yes, with Catherine Horton. Yes, yes, years ago. It was. It was. Yeah. Oh, it's I the way con artists, what you said about willows, trees. If I go back years to look at her property before and now, I have the same thing with my house in New Jersey because I photograph my yard all the time. So I've got photos, almost from each year because I did so much planting, so much gardening. It's absolutely disgusting what they do. These are evil. These are Stasi techniques. Oh, that's so interesting, mate, Matson. What is a laser thermometer? I've never heard of that. Oh, you're so funny. You wish they'd kill your lawn because it's mostly weeds. They are definitely infecting the environment here because the skin on my fingers is cracking. They're hard to get clean. It's very bizarre. Hi, Subversive. Hi, welcome, welcome. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. When you say infrared, do you mean like on cameras? The laser disappears when you point it at them. It moves a few feet. and I find it and it moves again. I can chase it and anticipate its movement. Is that like a laser pointer? Is that a laser pointer? Is that what you're referring to? Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I want to be able to see these creatures that are running around my property. No, he did not. No, SDL did not give me the tentative date yet. I'm sure he will. Yeah. They don't have a date yet. I don't know what the material you're referring to is. Oh, is the creepy voice back? 1 hour and 12 minutes, the creepy voice is back. What? What? Wait. Cheryl says, did you hear that you can take a Tesla car that has those cams on them, and they said you could take it to a cemetery and see spirits? I haven't heard about that. Really? That's crazy. Oh, really? My dad was like, he would see black shadows racing along the bedroom. Mom confirms that both my parents had a history of demonic activity in their families. Cheryl says, didn't they say that you could see the perps with infrared too? Yes, I have seen on my cameras people on my hill here, and it was only recently. And it doesn't happen often. But what happens is I expand the photo, I can watch something move in the sun when the light turns on, like a headlight, like a weird headlamp, without keeping up all the time, like turning it on and off. Yes, they are affecting my voice. Yeah, my throat is very dry too. Can I speak now? Can you hear me? I was reading what you're talking about, so to speak, for a minute. Oh, I see. They're purposely sabotaging my voice. You can hear but you can't understand. Very severe. So what happened was the creepy voice came in at 1 hour and 12 minutes, and after the creepy voice came in, he did something to sabotage my voice. Well, I'm going to make a note here on the playback. Now, these people are sabotaging everything. They have interfered with my ability to landscapers worked for me for 2 years, and he is a witness to what my property looked like because he cut it for 2 years. Madison, you have cameras in every room of your house? Is that what you're saying? I had more cameras, but these criminals broke 6 of them. I'm not making money, and the next cameras I get, I think, will just be hardwire. I like the hardwire ones better. I mean, it's kind of important to have all different kinds, but obviously they're paying somebody a lot of money to target me. If I speak slowly, you can understand better. Well, now I can't wait to listen on the playback to see what they did. What I'll do is probably tomorrow then, after I listen to it again, I'll send it to YouTube and ask them what's wrong. I've never heard of that. The question is anyone here familiar with the double slit experiment? I've never heard of it. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Madison, I heard about that. Can you hear the music? Is the music breaking up too? Okay, so the music is okay. It's just when I speak that they screw around with my voice. Oh, good. Okay. So I'm going to pause the music, unless you want to listen to it. Oh, good. There's a lot of copyright-free music. The unfortunate thing is while you're listening to it, sometimes at the end of the music, you'll hear an advertisement before you can hear the next song. Oh, good. I'm so glad. That was a good suggestion to, play an ad or music. It interfered with the creepy voice. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Very good. Anybody that didn't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. And let's see, I'll finish reading what he said here. This is an example of divine protection when needed. Now, a perfect example of divine protection when no physical assets are available would be the story of Moses. He went up against an entire empire and king, and he didn't have any other way to save the people other than to walk right up into the empire and be in direct contact with everyone without any physical protection. Even if he did have a sword, that wouldn't do much. After he freed the people and walked away for a while from the empire, King's army were charging at him and his followers, while next to the Red Sea they were all helpless. The army was going to slaughter him and his people, and there was nothing they could do by their own power. So then the universe struck down a tornado of fire to cut off his attackers long enough for Moses to split the Red Sea open with God's power so that he and his followers could cross. This is my answer and the key of divine proportionality. So now this is a theory that he has here. He's called, I can't say it, but it's the unaliving paradox. Okay, you win either way. Listen closely, because this is the second key. If they unalive you, then they bless you with martyrdom. But if you voluntarily sin, do something bad, lower your vibrations yourself, then you allow them to win. You must realize that we're not fighting for victory. We are fighting from a point of victory. Because when you are on God's and the universe's side, you already win. Simply by never giving up, you win. You are already victorious, for God's power is infinite. Your soul's power is infinite. So you see, what they need to do is to get you to sin yourself, destroy your reputation, most likely with false allegations, then finally get you to unalive yourselves or get you homeless or disable you in any other way, shape, or form. This is the only way they can partly win. But even then, you will still be given a good reward for what you have endured. But the only way they can mostly win is by completely getting you to lose connection with your own spirit and the spirit of God's light. This can only be done voluntarily by you. Remember, the enemy can never truly force you to do anything, nor can they do anything to you that will weaken, hurt, or destroy your connection to the Holy Spirit. Everything they do is a hack, and only by your own vulnerability can they exploit. Everything that they do is an offer, and by voluntarily accepting the offer, you can lose. You can only lose if you choose to voluntarily lose, but they can never directly hurt your spirit, consciousness, karma, or connection with the source, energy, mind. This is the great secret of invincibility. By this knowledge, I have been able to survive anything the enemy has thrown at me, despite the fact that I have lost everything except my soul. And here is the secret. Let them unalive you. Let them torment you. Open your arms widely before and then say, "Bless me with my martyrdom," and fully embrace death fearlessly. I'm not saying to just give up and die. No. What I'm saying is that we are a paradox that they cannot beat. No matter what we do, as long as we don't give in, they fail. So don't unalive yourself. Don't let them unalive you. They have to be the one to do it so that the prophecy can take hold. It will be our great sacrifice. Our enemy, come at me with your torture devices and steel and thrash me. Bless me with your martyrdom and then send me straight to heaven. I have become completely selfless and fearless, for we are not fighting for victory. We are fighting from a point of victory because of the paradox. I can't believe this is an 18-year-old. Every single day that you choose not to give up is another victory for us and another defeat for them. Oh, listen to me now, for I tell you, let them come and kill you themselves, for they will only wait till the very last second to do so. And then they have no choice but to silence us, or they may not have the power to do it at all. For I say now that we are infinity. I have become invisible, indestructible, unshakable, for I have become selfless. Now I'm going to stop here for a minute so that I can read what you guys are writing. Yeah, there's some horrible days sometimes, you know. Well, people have good days and not so good days not being a targeted person, right? Imagine, what life was like before. One of your perps has joined us, Mac Sky. Oh, is that one of your perps? Is that why that person asked what a TI was? Oh, he's definitely an old soul. Yeah, he gives photos in this manual, so you could see exactly what he looks like. Well, remember these are not my theories. I'm just reading. I'm reading his theories. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Oh, Jerry, we're the same age. I think they especially like to target us because of our age number. What do you think? They like that number 66, right? Oh, that's what you mean, River Bluff. That the chat is a lot of theory and theology tonight. Yeah, it's a different flow this evening for sure. River Bluff said, I spent my whole life wondering why the modern church can't perform the same miracles that the church in Acts did. Well, that's interesting, Matson, when you say that your cat looks at the same weird things and sounds that you hear as we do when they happen. When I was living at the top of the hill in my car, I was sitting outside one night with my cats, and we all heard a rustling as if somebody were walking down the hill. I looked, the cats looked. Not only did they look, but they actually got up to see what it was, and there was not. We could not see anything there. These people were cloaked. They have been cloaked on my property since 2019. Cheryl says, we are missing a key to what Jesus did, and we don't know where he taught that key. And maybe it has something to do with magic. Jesus foretold us about false prophets performing miracles in his name, but prove false to the word. Oh, yes, there are cloaked beings on my property. Yep, since 2019. I'm not the only one that's seen. Actually, so far, 3 of my subscribers have caught them on my videos. They pointed it out, like you have to slow up my videos, and you could see them. They're wearing like camouflage or like an invisibility suit. Oh, the creeper's back? Yeah, the creeper doesn't like me talking about how they creep on the property wearing invisibility suits. Oh, absolutely. I'll hear my birds go berserk outside. So I'll come running out and I don't see a thing, but they're all looking in one direction because I know that the creeper is on the property. Creep's getting a late start tonight. It's raining cats and dogs. Somebody's creeping on my property right now. They're gonna get soaking wet. Yeah, you have to slow down the videos. I'm now seeing them. And the last one, um, there were 2 people on my hill right here, and you could see them wearing a headlight. They don't keep the light on all the time. See, I was asleep. I played back these videos when I woke up. I was just curious what's going on. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and these people are on my property. And I'm going to tell you that they're on my property today because I was in my house most of the day today. And when I came back after taking care of the cats tonight, the inside of this door, a metal door, is scraped like they used a heat gun on it. And there's all this black stuff on it. Oh, they're unbelievable. These people are off the charts here. They are such losers and cowards. Could you imagine an army of people targeting one senior citizen? Well, it must make them feel real special. They're real special. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm gonna have to get a good picture of it in the morning for what they did here. They are weak. Oh, good. Oh, you'll have to tell me which three people. Casper T, you'll have to tell me which three people. I think I know one, but oh, I see what you're saying. You still think some of them are AI controlled? Jerry, I think that as well. Um, I I have kind of two theories about targeted people. Um, One is that we're a sexual paraphilia for these creatures. You know, uh, they are they're perverted. A lot of these people are very perverted, and they get off on playing with other people. It's a game to them. And the other is obviously that these are satanic rituals. They use the moon cycles, they use their high witch holidays, especially here. Like they were doing it in New Jersey too, but it's like off the charts here. And I think that's we're involved in, literally we're being trafficked. We're being trafficked in many ways. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I am being experimented on. I absolutely have implants. They do really sadistic things to me. Um, and what they're doing to my property is off the charts. And the fact that the whole town is involved. I know, I saw that con artist. I mean, that is, I don't understand that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for that Stargate. Oh, and what's the purpose? Yes. I have River Bluff, I have the same issues. Aside from the real estate mobbing and the harm of my animals. That's hi Meryl Scott. Thank you. Good idea. These people are intercepting my emails, my typing, my phone. It's unbelievable. Oh, isn't that amazing? Like I'm in the middle of typing and it just disappeared. These pieces of crap are unbelievable. Suddenly my screen froze. Data center land. Oh, it's a huge property. It's a really cool property, actually. I'm sure everybody around here wants it, but they can pay for it. I put so much work into this property and money, and no, they're not getting it for free. Oh, that's an interesting theory that Celeste has. Well, that's true. It does suck to be them. Merle, that's a good point. And I have a very desirable property. It's very unique compared to other properties around here. And it also backs up to the Kentucky forestry. So there's no neighbors in back and there's no neighbors in front. Like there's never going to be building in back of me. Well, if a politician wants my property for their own, they can pay for it. Politicians have tons of money. They've got millions of money. This would be just a drop in the bucket for them. Oh, Merle, so you have property also? Have they been doing the real estate mobbing with you? Well, they don't get anything for free. I paid for it and I put money into it. They're going to have to pay what I paid and more because that's the way it works in real estate. You buy it, it depreciates in value. You put money and time into it. See, I already saw what they started doing when I moved here. Oh, but they have done so much damage to this property. It's off the charts. Yeah, the vandalizing. It's jealousy, exactly. It's absolute jealousy. Well, see, block busting was outlawed, but that's why I want to discuss block busting in relationship to real estate mobbing because basically block busting involved renters and trying to push renters out so that speculators or somebody who wanted the apartment, let's say it was a rent controlled apartment, they wanted to increase the rent. So, let's say an elderly person was living there and they're in a rent controlled apartment. They want that apartment. They want to push that person out. So they're going to use a lot of the same tactics on those individuals. But it actually related to telling people that it was racially motivated. So this is going back in the 60s. But I mean, it was outlawed. But the powers that be, these criminals, they have now morphed it into real estate mobbing because now people just they buy up entire apartment buildings and rent them out, and they want to steal land from people. Meanwhile, my neighbors next door, they've got more acreage than I do. They also have property across the street and here. But I'll tell you, the couple of times that I've driven by, their property is not nearly as pretty. Right. Thank you for that, Merle. Oh yeah, these people around here, these are the nutsos. Oh, the stuff I've got on video. These people are crazy. And my neighbor actually ended up in the county jail. No, she ended up in the county jail. You want to know why? She fell into a ditch. You want to know why she fell into the ditch? Well, she was under the influence of something, I guess pharmaceuticals, but she was photographing my property. She drives by and she is a nutcase. These people are crazy. They are obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. I could care less. I mean, you know what? I'm living here almost 6 years. I've only driven past my neighbor's house, I think twice in 6 years. Two times. There's absolutely no reason for me to drive down that direction. I mean, unless I'm just going for a drive. But I have absolutely, I could care less. Yes, she's so obsessed. Yes, she ended up in the ditch. Exactly. And then when that happened, she was under the influence of something, so she got arrested. So it's called Carmageddon. They also ended up on Neighborhood Wars on A&E, April 11, 2023. I'm not going to put up with their shit. I don't care who they know. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't my ditch. It was down the block. Oh, but literally, she was absolutely obsessed. I'm going to say like for 3 years, totally obsessed with stalking me. Maybe she was under contract or whatever, and maybe she's just not under the same contract now. I don't see her as much, like she's kind of in the shadows. Oh, she was totally obsessed. I mean, literally, she would drive by my house 8, 10, 12, 15 times a day. She's a friggin' nutcase. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's 4 years. I know. I hear you. I hear you. Well, I was supposed to have my doctorate degree. It's that's horrible. It's just off the charts, ridiculous. Jerry says the land I bought was laid out as the Eye of Providence symbolism. Really? The town was established in 1873. I'm across from an old closed German lumber mill. Oh, how interesting that is. Cheryl, that's quick karma. Cheryl says I was watching Porch Bandits on YouTube, and this one person who stole a package was running off with it, broke their ankle, and the person in the car waiting for them had to come fetch them. That sounds like the perfect crime. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. I didn't know. I don't know about that channel. I have to watch it now. That's funny. Exactly, River Bluff. I grew up the same. I grew up with nothing, and my parents both worked their asses off, and instilled a strong work ethic in me, and I worked my ass off too. Even as a divorced single mom, I worked 4 jobs at one time. And then these fuckers come and try to steal everything that you work for. Meanwhile, they sit around and just collect checks from other people and steal. That's a good point, Merle. Everyone who thinks this shit is a joke will see one day. It's hard to shake the numbers. A few isolated people, sure, but the numbers never stop. I didn't even know there was such a show as Porch Pirates. Every once in a while I'll see, somebody will post a video on TikTok or YouTube that their Ring camera caught something. Oh, it's part of your decompression. I watch cat videos and music. Although when I start watching the animal rescue videos, it gets depressing because so many cruel people out there do stuff to animals. It's horrible. Yeah, everything is so expensive now. Oh, the delivery. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, the delivery people throwing parcels. Yes, I've seen that. Yes, yes. Yeah, you're right, Cheryl. It will drive you crazy if you think about all the loss we suffered over the years. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. But I don't think we should stay silent over it either. Yeah, it is very painful to watch everything slowly decay. Oh, they've done such horrible stuff to my property. It's just unbelievable. But I'm so glad I captured the videos because they're not only on YouTube, they're on TikTok too. And I have all the photos of my cats when we were living at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, and they were perfectly healthy. And then we moved here, and each one of them got hit so hard. And there are a lot more targeted people than you realize. I start seeing them on YouTube. They don't even know they're targeted. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Cheryl. They ruined my lawnmower too. I've never heard of that doorbell news. Uh, you're absolutely right, Merle. That's why, like, each time they do something to my cats, I just try to give them the best possible life. I mean, they're targeting 2 of my cats right now inside where they live. It's really horrible. And what can there's nothing I can do other than to continue to love them and give them they've got good food, they've got you know their little friends in there, but their personalities have totally changed. Have you ever thought, the perpetrators that you know of that are doing this to you, if the wheels were turned on them, how long do you think they would last? I hear you, Matson. Yep, I hear you. It is impossible to not care. And they're stomping out love in this world. Love throws a wrench in their shit. Yep. Oh, I know for a fact, like a couple of the perpetrators around here, if what's happening to me happened to them even for a week, oh my God. One of them would, oh, forget it. She would have a mental breakdown. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Sylvester Stallone quote, "It is not about how hard you hit, it's how many hits you can take." Well, if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to walk away and you can continue to chat with yourselves. Oh, you still here too? You still here too, girl? There's no fighting. Come on, guys. Stop. Oh my goodness. I'm still here, just so you know. Yes, I've seen that woman Alice's channel. I received a message earlier today. One second. Wrecking Ball. This is on X. Truth Justice at Sparta Justice. Wrecking Ball to the deep state. Trump's FBI director, Kash Patel, says he will shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopen it the next day as a museum of the deep state. He wants to release the Epstein and Diddy list, saying people like Bill Gates are lobbying to hide it. So this is a tweet. There are a lot of targeted people that stop posting on YouTube. I don't know why it is. I don't know if it's because they're shadow banned, if they get a job, um, if they think that it's going to prevent their targeting. I mean, I've mentioned before that when I lived in New Jersey and I had no idea what was happening, I didn't have a YouTube channel. I was in school full time, working. I was just too busy. So I did not have a YouTube channel. And somebody asked earlier, do you think that if you got off YouTube, your targeting would be less? And the answer is a flat out no. Because in fact, when I first moved here, I didn't have a YouTube channel. Um, I wasn't. I wasn't. I didn't even have a TikTok. So no, I mean all of this stuff happens in New Jersey when I wasn't involved with anything. I was on the only social media that I had in New Jersey was Facebook, but I was only posting about, you know, the cats. I wasn't posting anything that was happening to me in my house or anything like that. So no, I do not think that it is any much of a protection to not be social or visible about it. Yeah, it's upsetting when people don't post like who usually posts. Like I'll post something every day. Some and if I'm not posting a video, I'll just post something on the community page. Something there. And then some people just get tired of doing it. It's work. Some people physically, some targeted people maybe had an addictive problem before and maybe it worsened, or maybe they started once they became targeted and that kind of interferes with other things that they'll do. I don't know, most of the targeted people I have met or been in contact with are totally straight. That's interesting, con artists. But you know what? The other side is there are a lot of fake targeted people, and the fake ones may come and go too. Yeah, they knock me out all the time. Like every day, I get knocked out at least once. I'll be just sitting here at the laptop doing work, and I go from being completely asleep, awake to completely asleep, and it's not normal. It's interference. It's what do you call it? They interfering with the circadian rhythm. I mean, all of these things happened like when I moved to Kentucky, or I should say, it worsened. It absolutely sucks here. And actually, everybody that I've spoken to who's a targeted person said that Kentucky's very bad for targeting. One of my subscribers is as a truck driver, and is a targeted person, and whenever he drives through Kentucky, his targeting increases. Con artist, what time is it by you? It's just after 1 a.m. here, Eastern time, or daylight savings time now. Because I think I'm going to end the live stream. So if you guys have something else that you want to share, you can share it now. And thank you all for joining in. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad you had an opportunity to chat with each other. Oh, 6 p.m. Wow, what a big time difference. It's Sunday, yeah. Well, yes. Oh, so it's 6 p.m. Sunday. Oh, you're that ahead of us. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining in all the time. I know it's so difficult with the time zones. But I'm going to end the live stream now. I hope everybody has a good rest of the evening or early morning or whatever time it is for you guys. He, he's in New Zealand. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a great rest of the evening, and thank you guys for joining in. Well, that's a really good point. I've considered that before. I've considered because Manalapan is quite a costly. New Jersey is a costly place to live. Actually, the weirdest thing is the food is less expensive. The internet connection is less expensive. The electricity costs less there, but the property taxes and the real estate is high. But yeah, they probably had to pay people a lot more money in New Jersey than they do here in Kentucky. Good point. But have a good night, everybody, and thank you all for joining in. And I will see you in the next video.